Welcome back, everybody. My name is Dave Hayes and this is Hayes Tech. I just wanted to let you all know that I do read the comments in all of the videos that I put out. Even some of my older videos that I put out. And believe me, out of all the comments I have out there, I probably read 98% of them. What I decided to do was take one comment that has been asked by so many people that I had to answer, like several times, and just make a video on it. And I'm going to try to make this video, as short as I can possibly make it, because I do know that a lot of you out there do not like to watch long videos. So, what is that one question that everybody asks me? What kind of microphone should I use? So, when we come back, I'm going to talk about what kind of microphone should you use. Do you have a YouTube channel? Are you just making a home video? Are you going to get serious, and start making commercials for somebody or doing professional video work? As far as professional video work goes, guys, I'm going to put a disclaimer out here right now. I am not a professional, but I have had a YouTube channel for several years now, and I have learned a lot since I started doing YouTube videos, and audio is key. So when we come back, we're going to talk about audio in your videos. And as always, if you liked my video, don't forget to hit that like button and share my videos. It really helps me out. And if you're new to the channel and you like what you saw, think about subscribing. And if you subscribe, don't forget to hit that notification bell icon. That way you get a notification of my videos as soon as I release them. Alright, so what I figured I'd do is I'm going to try to keep this as low tech and as simple as possible. Now, what I'm doing is, right now, all of my audio that you hear throughout this video, the main video, is going to be out of my Blue Yeti right here. Now, if you can only afford one microphone, you do not have an audio system, where you can plug in XLR ports. I have one here, but it's hard for me to find it so I can show you. But basically, an XLR screws into the back of your microphone. It doesn't plug in like with a USB plug. And you need to have an audio interface for that to work. And the audio interface would then plug into your computer. So it would be a box, and all your microphones would plug in there, and then you would have cable running from there into your computer. And you would either have a sound card built into that audio interface, or you would use the sound card built into your computer. Now, for the most part, I'm not going to talk about XLR microphones on this video because I don't use them. Yes, I do have one XLR microphone, but I don't use it XLR. I use an adapter. My XLR cord runs down to an adapter, and it's kind of like a built-in sound card. Converts that signal to USB, then it goes into my computer, and I use my computer software. Basically, like the Blue Yeti does, only the Blue Yeti has that whole converting system built right into the microphone. That's one of the reasons my Blue Yeti is so heavy, and this is a heavy microphone. Trust me, it's freaking heavy. You can hear the audio coming from my Blue Yeti. I'll do an audio test here real quick. Audio test 1, 2, 3. Audio test 1, 2, 3. But what I figured I would do is I would go through the different microphones and let you guys kind of hear for yourself what they sound like. Now, on my Canon 90D right now, on top of that, I have my Rode Videomic. This is the original Rode Videomic. This is the one that they first come out with. This is the one that made them famous. And I like that one over most of the other mics out there, except for, now, if I had the money, I would get some of their new offerings they have out. But they do have some that look similar to this, that uses the power from the camera, and I don't like that one. This one I like. So you're hearing audio from this microphone now. Now, is it as good as my Blue Yeti? No. But is it as good as the audio that's going to come straight out of that camera? Yes. Trust me, the audio coming out of that camera sucks. Now we're going to go ahead and switch to my Canon M50. Now, on my Canon M50, what I'm running on that is I'm running my This is a TacStar microphone you can get from Amazon, and I will try to put the links to all of these microphones down below. But this is what this microphone sounds like. The TacStar. Audio test 1 2 3, audio test 1 2 3. Now, for $25, if I would have to recommend one microphone to all of you out there for doing home videos and stuff like that, not professional work, but like home videos, and if you have to do a school play, or you're recording your kids at school, doing whatever, whatever, sports, this is a microphone I can highly recommend. It only costs $25, so it doesn't break the bank, and it sounds pretty good. There are a lot of different microphones besides what I have sitting on top of these cameras. Now, these obviously are just your, it's just a microphone. What a lot of people call them camera microphones. Now, you're going to notice that I use a lot of lapel microphones, and let me show you my favorite one. Okay, so what I did was I plugged in my lapel mic. This is my Sony lapel mic, and I'm going to put a link to this microphone down in the video description below. One of the things that I really like about this microphone is you can use this microphone with all of your cameras. When you get microphones like this, or any other microphone that you can get to plug into either your cell phone or any of these cameras, there are going to be two microphones you can choose from. It's called a TRS or a TRRS. One will either have two blue rings, I call them blue rings, or they'll have three blue rings. Some people say they have 3 rings. They don't count, they just can't count them all. They say 3 rings or 4 rings. I'm going to go, for the most part, you are going to have a 2-ring microphone, that is a TRS, or you are going to have a 3-ring microphone, and that is a TRRS microphone. Now, the Sony microphone is a TRS, but it is a stereo microphone, and I don't know if I can zoom in on this or not. It has a microphone on both sides of the pickup, and what I am running this microphone into is my Zoom H1n audio recorder. It's not as good as the audio coming from my Blue Yeti microphone, but this microphone, again, is, if I have to recommend one microphone for you to have at home to plug into your computer and use as a vlogging microphone, or even a YouTube main microphone, get a Blue Yeti. They're outstanding microphones. They're right around $100, and you can't go wrong with this microphone. But if you're going to get a lapel microphone, try to pass all those $19, $20 microphones that are a mono microphone. But this is the kind of microphone you can expect as a lapel microphone. And they're good microphones, but seriously, these Sony microphones are just outstanding. They are about $20, and I recommend buying 2 or 3. Now, the one drawback is they have a very short cord, so you are going to have to get an extension cord. Okay, so I'm back. What I want to do is I want to turn on my my Sony Handycam over there. This Sony Handycam is just, it's a beast all by itself. You're listening to the audio from this Sony Handycam right now, and yeah, it's not perfect, but you could actually use this. And I say that with complete sincerity, because I have seen a lot of other cameras, like my 90D and my M50, where the audio from those cameras' internal microphones are just completely unusable. But the audio you're hearing right now isn't that bad. So there you have audio from different cameras. If you just simply can't afford a microphone to do videos, or to record in some kind of play, or outside recording your kids, I highly recommend getting a Sony Handycam, because like I said, the internal audio on them are just phenomenal. Now, if you can afford to get like a lapel mic like this is a Sony lapel mic. Right now you are actually hearing the audio coming from my Sony lapel mic, and what's nice about it is, instead of it being a mono type microphone like most all of these little microphones are, you know, that you clip on and talk through. This one's actually stereo. It's got a microphone on each side and it picks up in stereo. So it's got a right channel and a left channel. Now, you can plug this microphone directly into your camera, and as long as your camera supports stereo recording, you're going to get this stereo sound. But now what I really recommend, and this is how I really recommend to use these microphones, these lapel microphones, is to get something like this. This is a Zoom H1n. It costs between $90 and $100, and it is well worth that $100 purchase, because you can now plug your microphone into this. You can also plug earphones into it. You can plug earphones in on this side, and then you can actually use headphones to monitor your audio while you're recording it. So if you're vlogging, or you know, if you're doing a podcast or something like that, you could actually record your audio with this and using your Sony lapel mic and just go. It's awesome. So again, I highly recommend these. Now, I've tried the built-in microphones on this Zoom H1n, and I know I've heard a lot of people say that it's a really nice microphone and they would use it. I wouldn't use it. Honestly, I'm not even going to record on it, let you hear it, because it just sounds like shit. In my opinion, it does. So, we're done with the Sony Handycam. I'm going to go ahead and shut it off, and then we're going to regroup and go ahead and close this video out, because again, I don't want to make this a really long video. All right, so I had a chance to talk a little bit about some of the microphones that you can get and use like on your cameras, or you know, have a microphone that is built into your camera. You know, again, Sony, their little Handycam. I can highly recommend them. And we've talked about you know, microphones like the one I'm using right here, my Blue Yeti right here, and we also have, if you can afford to get a XLR port for it, you can use an XLR microphone. And again, I wish I had a port for this, or I wish I had the actual I wish I had the actual adapter for this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and plug this in and see if I can get it to... Okay, so what I did was I went ahead and I plugged this one in, and I'm not sure if I should be talking to this side or if I should be talking to this side. And I'm kind of looking at that. I can't tell the difference, so... Okay, so here we go. So, this is kind of what you can expect out of this microphone, and again, this is actually an XLR microphone, but it's running into an adapter that changes that from an XLR to a USB input, and this is what you can expect to get from this microphone. And this is a cheap microphone. This is a microphone you can get from eBay for like $30. I think it cost me 24 or 25 bucks. I'm going to say 30 bucks just to be on the safe side. But this was not an expensive microphone, and it came with this stand that attaches to a desktop. So here we go. Audio test. 1 2 3. Audio test. 1 2 3. This is how it would sound. This is how it would sound if you were right up on it. This is how it would sound if you were talking into this side of it. So there's what you can expect out of a $25 XLR microphone running into a USB-C adapter sound card, okay? So we're going to go ahead and move that out of the way. I want to try to keep this video as short as I could, but there are other types of microphones out there, and again, I highly recommend that you keep away from them. Now, this is a microphone from Movo, and I thought, wow, this thing is just cool as shit. I gotta get one, and it was like 45 bucks, and I thought, well, for 45 bucks, this thing's got to be like over the top. And basically, what it is a lapel microphone that pins through your shirt. It has 3 little needles in it, and the microphone actually slides onto and attaches to the needles that come through your shirt. So all the wires can be hidden under your shirt, and the only thing that shows is this little black round microphone. I don't know if it'll show that or not, but there you go. And whoops, and I thought, wow, this is going to be the shit, man. This is going to be an outstanding microphone. Well, it worked the very first time I used it, and then after that, it sucked. You get a lot of distortion, you hear a lot of crackling, popping, and that's because the connection between these three little wires, all they are is needles, and the microphone itself, and I'll never be able to get that back on there because I don't have my glasses on. That's all it is, a friction fit, and without a good solid connection, you're just going to get static, and you're going to get a crappy audio connection. So stay away from these microphones. I've actually written to them on Amazon and said, guys, your product has serious issues, you need to work on it. They didn't even offer to refund my money, which I thought was pretty tacky. So now I have, you know, a $45 microphone that I'm gonna throw away. The only reason I didn't throw it away was because I wanted to make a video on it to let you guys know, don't buy this microphone. So there you go. Alright, that's another type of microphone. Also, I wanted to bring up the windsock. When do you use a windsock? Okay, you guys can't see it right now, but on my Blue Yeti and my TacStar, I actually have a styrofoam or padded sleeve over top of them. Now that's actually a windsock. I do not recommend that you use that and a furry or dead, they call it a dead cat. Do not use both of them. At least that's what they tell you to. Now I actually have used both of them. I really didn't notice much of a difference. It did sound a slight bit muffled, but you know, it sounded okay to me, except for the muffling. But what you basically do is you use either or. If it's really, really windy out, you use this, because this is made to get rid of that that high wind buffeting sound that you're going to get in your microphone. If you just want to get rid of the, you know, the P's and all that other stuff, then you want to use the little sponge covers. Now I should actually have one on here, and I don't. That's because for the most part I don't have the microphone right up close to my mouth, and I'm not getting that, you know, that issue that when you use P's and T's and stuff like that. So so again, the sponge is for getting rid of P's and T's, and the dead cat is for when you're outside and in a windy environment. Alright? Last but not least, wireless microphones. Now, I got this off of eBay and I thought, this is going to be cool. I finally got myself a wireless microphone. And I ordered it, and in the description he said, the only thing that doesn't work is the headset. And I was like, that's okay, I don't really need a headset. All I need is the little thing on my side, you know, to record the audio, and, you know, the wireless microphone. Well, no. It is a box, and then you have the microphone. Okay, so the microphone is a 4-pin microphone. It's kind of like a mini XLR. That screws into this. This gets clipped onto your belt. This sends a message out that gets picked up by a cordless receiver. So it's doing me no good. I can't use it. I don't have the receiver. So I spent 30 bucks for nothing, and I have this. But if you have the receiver, wireless is the way to go. I'm actually looking at the Rode wireless system that they have. It's about $300, and it comes with 2 microphones, and basically what it is the microphone sends a signal to a little pack that you put in your pocket, and you know, they're supposed to be outstanding microphones. And I'm actually thinking about trying that. As soon as I get the money, I might go ahead and do that. I'm also thinking about getting an adapter so I can actually start running, you know, XLR microphones. Just because everybody keeps telling me that the audio quality coming out of an XLR microphone is 10 times the audio I can expect to get than like what I'm getting with my Blue Yeti right now. And let me tell you what, guys, when I send this up to YouTube, I'm not changing anything on this. This is what you're hearing is coming straight out of my microphone into my audio recording app, and that's it. So I'm not adding any compression, I'm not adding any EQs to it, nothing. This is what this Blue Yeti sounds like, and I'm telling you what, Blue Yeti makes a hell of a microphone. One of the things I do want to get across to you guys is lapel mics, for the most part, are usually mono. So that means if you record using that mic, it's gonna, you know, when you're listening to your headphones on your computer and you're, you know, and you're editing that, it's gonna sound weird because it's only gonna pick up in one ear. And it may actually translate onto YouTube that way as well, or wherever else you're gonna upload it, or play it, you know, if you're playing it on your TV for your family and stuff like that. So I do recommend trying to get a microphone that is stereo and not mono, if you can. And again, like I said, these Sony microphones the Sony microphone that I talked to you about earlier, they are stereo microphones, and again, I really highly recommend that microphone for a lapel microphone. It's just an outstanding microphone to own. If you play a guitar, again, this is not really what they, this Blue Yeti isn't really made to record, you know, guitars and stuff like that, but it does work. But for the most part, if you're going to record an instrument, I highly recommend getting a microphone made for recording instruments with. If you want to get the best sound out of it, you're going to want to spend a little bit of money, anywhere from $100 to upwards of $1,000 or more. If you want to know what it sounds like playing a guitar over this microphone right here, I do have a video, I think, on this channel. It's either on this channel or my other channel, Life Post Stroke, where my grandson's brand new Gibson guitar that he purchased, we actually recorded it using this Blue microphone, and I thought it sounded great. Okay guys, I have kept you long enough. I hope I've answered a lot of the questions that were asked, and if you guys have any more questions about microphones, feel free to ask in the comments below. You guys know I like to answer questions, and I try not to miss any of them. So with that being said, I want to thank you all for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to comment, man. You know, I do read them. If you're new to the channel, you like what you saw, think about subscribing. Don't forget to hit that notification bell icon. That way you get notified as soon as I release a video. And with that being said, I'll see you guys on the next one.